party goers, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast, brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network, Golden Ticket Cinemas, Fox 8 WGHP, and many, many others. I'm very happy to have back in the building today two of the fellas from the Holy Goofs. We got Spencer and Josh in the building, getting ready to talk all things Odyssey. Spence, Josh, how we doing today?
Oh, this is perfect timing. I got out of that theater and I went, I need to talk about this. And then you hit us up and said, you want to talk about the Odyssey? And I said, perfect. Yes, right now.
Same. I couldn't wait. I could not wait. Jordan, you know, we love you. She's getting ready to pack for a trip real quick, but I reached out to both of y'all. I was like, please, I hope that they can make it. And it ended up working out. Internet went down yesterday, but we are up and running now. So we are going to be talking about all things the Odyssey. Of course, you can check this out on Fox 8 WGHP. And if you want the raw, unedited version, come over to Zero Dark Nerdy. Of course, the YouTube pages, Fox 8 WGHP, and then Zero Dark Nerdy. So, Josh, you know, we'll start with you. You just got done watching it, you know.
Yeah.
And so tell me, did you watch it in IMAX?
Yeah, we did. We saw it in 35 millimeter, which
Okay.
I would. That's my first note, I guess, about this movie is going into it. I
Go
was
off,
one of
King.
these people. I was like upset because I was like, I don't get to see it in the way it was shot, and most people won't get to see it in the way it was shot.
Sure.
After watching it, though, I realized like it's Christopher Nolan. Of course, it's formatted properly in the other format. Also, it's still excellent. I don't feel like I missed out on anything seeing it 35 instead of 70. Although I'd love the opportunity to see it, you know, with that extra 30% of screen there, but I didn't miss out because of that. But yeah, 35 millimeter, we got to see it at Nighthawk Cinema in Prospect Park.
Shout out Nighthawk.
Love Nighthawk. I went to the one in Brooklyn when I was in town in December. We went to go see Edward Scissorhands and got like the brunch of the movie deal.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Absolutely loved it. Love how they have like the little video store. And then, of course, like where the bar is.
Such a vibe.
Like, oh, man. Such a vibe.
Great.
So big shout outs to Nighthawk there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to our local Regal Grand. Normally we go to Golden Ticket. Big ups to Golden Ticket. Unfortunately, Golden Ticket does not have IMAX. So we went to Regal, Palladium. And I tell you, man, it was absolutely spectacular. I will say this, though, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Man, I've been to a lot of concerts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this movie was loud as
Yes.
hell.
Yes, it was. It was. No, absolutely. It felt like you were talking before we started that the storm felt like the wrath of Zeus, but the sound felt like that. Like it felt like the walls of the theater were going to collapse at any minute. Like the whole thing was just going to blow open.
I was watching a video of this guy who saw it in 4D.
Okay.
Oh, with the shaking seats. And
and he was describing one hell of an experience.
Yeah.
Just the mist and the sheet rocking. And
Yeah.
all this stuff. I don't know if I can handle all that. But
I will say
I did notice the loudness of it, to be honest with you. I think I was in a trance for 3 hours, bro. I really snapped out of that exhausted, like I was Odysseus. Like I was like I had been through those years. That's how I felt coming home after that movie.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it was exhausting. I loved it, but I was tired. I think I'm still tired.
Yeah, it took it out of you. I will say Dunkirk was a little more of that, of what people are saying about this than this one was for me. Dunkirk felt like, I was traumatized by the amount of sound. This I felt like was a little more balanced. But yeah, it definitely, there were some really high impact audio moments where it was like almost jump scares just because of how loud it was, you know?
Oh, Lord, 1,000%. And let me ask you about the demographic that you saw in the theater, because for me, it took me back to kind of like the glory days of like seeing Gladiator and Saving Private Ryan and all that, because it was very diverse. And there was a lot of, you know, for lack of a better term, like old people. Because, I mean, this is, you know, a 3,000-year-old tale, right?
Right.
That we've all either read or it's been some part of our life in school or something like that, and just seeing just the different age groups and everything. So when it got super loud, I actually kind of felt bad for like the people that were like 60 and up, because I'm like, I'm barely being able to hang on to this right now. I don't even know how they're holding up. So was that kind of the same experience for you guys as far as, you know, like what you saw coming into the theater and things like that?
Again, I didn't even notice there were people there, but
Yeah.
You were just
I'm
in the zone,
sorry.
Spence.
I'm sitting here thinking like, who was around me? I don't know.
No, it definitely was. It was a really diverse crowd too. I think everyone's gonna see this. And when I got done too, because I have some older relatives I'm really close to that are kind of, I have great aunts that are more like cousins to me. Do you know what I mean?
Sure,
And
sure.
my first thought was, oh, they would love this. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Which I can't say about a lot of modern stuff. There's a lot of modern
sure.
sensibility that older people aren't going to get into,
Right.
violence for the sake of violence. But this one really felt like I think everybody could watch this. And it
Hmm.
almost felt like this might be sacrilege. I don't want to say this too early, but this might be like the definitive version of the Odyssey to show people on film. You know what I mean?
I
This
don't think
might
it's
be like,
sacrilege at all.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure there are some Greek historians who are going to say, well, technically, but whatever.
Right,
I'm just
Read the
saying,
book.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right, right.
I think it captured that so well. And yeah, we had a really, really diverse audience with us. It felt like everyone's going to see this movie, I think. And you're right. It felt like golden age of like, this is the type of movie everyone just goes and watches.
Yeah, yeah. Like when I hear people talk about classics like The Godfather, Jaws, Lawrence of Arabia, I know
Right.
this gets compared
Right.
to a lot as far as scope. I
Hmm.
feel like this is ours
Yeah.
for this generation, this
Yep.
Hmm.
lifetime, like because of the scope and the fact that it's not just a ton of green screen and everything else
Hmm.
that you're normally used to, and
Hmm.
you could see it, you could feel it. Like that was the
Yes.
one thing I got from this is like I felt like I went on the Odyssey
Yeah.
with Odysseus.
Right.
Right.
And that
Hmm.
to me means more than anything. Not who was this actor or I can't believe he said
Right.
dad instead of father, like all that stupid stuff.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's just
Yeah.
like Christopher Nolan put us in the driver's seat of
Yeah.
Odysseus.
Yeah.
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 It's insane, but halfway through, I had already had enough I had seen enough to go. This is on the list of movies that you tell people you need to watch in
Yeah.
life.
Yep.
Like it already, like halfway through, I was like, this is one of those. It's
It's a
just one of
classic.
those. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't like the material as far as the plot or the actors, whatever the case may be, the cinematography, just if you're into film,
Yeah.
it's like you need to watch this one. It just already hit that list halfway through. And by the end, I was like, yeah, it's in that group of like, yeah, maybe one of those like if aliens come to Earth, what movie? That's that question.
Yeah. Show them
That-
the Odyssey.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
agree.
there.
And also what you were saying, Brian, too, about the kind of green screenification of things, especially, and I've been talking about this with House of the Dragon.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but especially when it comes to like we're on a ship, it's so easy to have that green screen bloom thing in
Sure.
properties now, where it's like I have to turn my brain off anytime someone's on a ship in the ocean because it
Yeah.
just becomes this like
Hmm.
very like bloomed out, blurry thing.
Hmm.
And to see just like real practical stuff everywhere. And I'm not an anti CG person.
The
I
real
I think
dolphins,
it's
the real
there's an art there.
dolphins.
Right, right. The real dolphins, yeah. But just the richness of color and depth you get out of the waves and the sky and the landscapes, yeah,
Yeah,
that was huge. And like you're saying, like it almost felt like you're sitting, the feeling when you sit and watch a campfire and you're just kind
Right.
of mesmerized by it. That's how it felt. It felt warm and rich, and there
Yeah.
was a lot of life in
hmm
every scene.
yeah. Nolan cared so much about the feeling of this film
Hmm.
that he even sacrificed some visuals when it came to the scene where they're being plagued by Poseidon at the end there
Mhm.
when they eat the golden cows. Um there the ship the scene itself is so dark
Yeah.
Mhm.
because they're in the middle of that thunderstorm and there's just flashes, right? I
Yeah.
was finding myself being like, I can't see what's happening, but
Right.
it was for the emotion of it all. But you felt like you were on the ship because of
Yeah.
that feeling of like, what in the world is happening? It was so dark and the flashes were coming.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, he's invested in giving you this feeling of, yeah, this is how this went down. And
Yeah.
this is how this would go down, and this is how they're feeling, and he's feeling throughout this journey. And it was just I felt that. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
again, exhaustion afterwards of like we went through battle, it felt like.
Yeah.
Right.
And learned and came out the other end a better person, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, y'all nailed it on the head with that. So, overall, and Spence, we'll start with you on this one. What are some of your favorite performances from the film itself?
You mean as far as acting or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
acting performances? Shout out Elliot Page.
Oh,
Shout out Elliot
Yeah.
Page. because I'm not gonna lie, I was talking a little spicy about Elliot Page before this film, just in a sense of I think it wasn't spicy. We were having a conversation, Josh and I, just about um Nolan's intentions behind casting and how we don't doubt him. He knows what he's doing. He's choosing these people for specific reasons.
Right.
And not just because they're hot. Sometimes that may be the case, and most of these people are having, Tom Holland, the Zendayas, Robert Pattinsons, they're having their
Yeah.
moments right now.
Yeah.
But I was like, Elliot Page is a confusing one to me because I haven't seen him in much, and the last time I saw him was Umbrella Academy, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that performance.
Yeah.
Josh was telling me, the script was bad, sure. And I was like, well, let's just wait to see. But I still was like, this one was an interesting one to me. This one seems, because we are having that debate that, because people online obviously have their things to say about Elliot Page and why he was casted because of wokeness and this and that, and or whatever the case may be. So I was like, that's the only one that's confusing to me because we haven't seen a lot of acting prowess from him in a while, right? But totally changed my feelings about that because yeah, he can act, and what a spectacular performance. Brilliant, I think, especially the one scene in hell was extremely captivating, and we'll probably dive into this a little bit later, but like his character was so pivotal to the message that Nolan was trying to tell.
Yeah.
And that moment was so necessary to have a commanding actor to deliver it. And so Elliot Page, that is the first one that comes to my mind. I think everyone who likes to joke about Tom Holland just can finally shut up. I don't know.
Right.
But because there's a lot of hate on Tom Holland of like,
Sure.
30 something years old, still doing Spider-Man movies. Can't get It's like, Josh, we've seen the stuff he's been in. We've seen the little roles he's taken here and
like
there.
Devil All the Time.
Great
Dramatic performance. Yeah.
Right. What's the movie on Apple TV? The series that I thought was really good.
Oh yeah, Crowded Room, maybe.
Crowded Room. The kid can act.
Yeah.
And again, Nolan makes these decisions wisely, and he had a huge role in this, and I think he delivered it exactly the way he needed to. It wasn't over the top, but it commanded a certain level of fine tuning to this character, right? What was the point of this character, Telemachus? And I think Tom Holland did a great job of it, and of course, last but not least, Robert Pattinson is just, I mean. That's it. Josh, I feel like you're going to talk about him, so I'm gonna let you rock. That's Robert Pattinson's incredible. There's already a scene circulating on that's become a meme on Twitter right now of when he's talking about the beggars.
Yeah,
beggars out of here. There's a little Jim Carrey to that delivery.
He was hamming it up a bit in a way I appreciated for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, those are no notes for those. Then there's more obviously, but I gave the top three.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, Josh, let's hear your take, man.
Oh, I mean, I think it's such great casting because it's all A-listers, right? Like you kind of just run down this list of A-listers, and I think kind of like one of the biggest successes of the movie is that doesn't get in the way. Like it doesn't feel like you're watching a bunch of A-listers. Right. And there's some actors like Mia Goth where it's like, okay, look, everyone's just happy to be in a Chris Nolan movie, and that's great. And I'm not saying her acting was bad. She just, wasn't that, she had maybe a minute of screen time. But and a lot of other big actors, like Elliot Page, who was absolutely a standout, have not a ton of screen time, but it's just utilized so well. So it's kind of hard to pick a favorite because it really was just such a great ensemble. I loved Elliot Page. I loved Tom Holland, like you said, Spence, and Robert Pattinson, and his ability to play the most likable guy you've ever met or the most unlikable guy you've ever, like, he has such range. It's really wild. He's really, really great. But I really think Matt Damon really deserves his flowers for this. I think it's kind of the pinnacle of his career. Yep. And I know we're going to talk about some Matt Damon movies. I'm a big fan, and he has some of my favorite movies ever. But
I love that.
I saw a lot of people kind of sleeping on him for this role, saying like, well, he's not heroic. He plays an everyman. And it's like, look how, I mean, first of all, he's been in some of the greatest action movies ever. So I don't know how you could say that. But beyond that, that's kind of the perfect attitude for this movie. Like watching somebody, I don't know if there's a better actor at getting humbled than Matt Damon. So having that, being the central theme kind of this movie and having him in that role, I thought was perfect. And there's so many different eras of Odysseus he has to play throughout the movie as it's flashing back and forth, and to have all of them feel distinct and have his performance feel distinct while still being grounded in the same truth of who that character is. I thought was really, really just really great. You know, you have kind of the cocky, almost funny, humorous side of him that you see when he's kind of bumbling through situations like the Cyclops cave and stuff like that. All the way to like his self-assured, like, you know, taking on the role of the beggar and coming out as Odysseus. There's just such a range that he went through there. So yeah, I think Matt Damon's probably the biggest standout, but really I can't knock anybody on the cast. It was pretty excellent all the way around.
Yeah. I really quickly, I think we'd be doing a disservice to Anne Hathaway and her character as
Oh,
Penelope to not give
fantastic.
her a
And
shout out.
Zendaya, of course, too. Of course, yeah.
She was on the throne that whole time, and I don't
That was a great line. Oh,
I don't I Penelope would be upset with us if we didn't mention Anne Hathaway. Brilliant performance.
Absolutely.
As usual. I love Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Damon, to me, and just like you guys, I love him in so many movies. He even says like this is his greatest performance, and I can see that because being able to see it through his eyes, and not just as like a hero and a conqueror, but also like the guilt that he felt, especially when he's talking to Penelope. Penelope doesn't realize it's him, and how like he changed after the fall of Troy, seeing like what men would become and this, that, and the other was great. But I also feel like without Anne Hathaway's performance and Tom Holland, like this movie is not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even though visually it's fantastic, but it's these performances like we talk about, everybody played their role and they did it well. Like I can't name a bad performance in the entire film. So this wasn't just like, let's just throw A-listers in there and see what happens, right? Like everybody knew their task. Like Bernthal as Agamemnon's brother was fantastic. John Leguizamo, if he's not nominated for Best Supporting Actor, something's wrong.
Yeah,
so good.
I'm so mad I didn't bring him up because he's such a standout of that movie too. Oh, he's so good.
And I forgot that he was even in the movie. I didn't even know that Charlize Theron was in the movie until I watched the movie. I was like, oh my God, like look at all these people.
But then it reminded me of a couple, like maybe a year ago when this was first announced, and they had I remember a graphic of all the actors that are going to be in it. Then I was like, oh yeah, they did say they casted a ton of A-listers in this, and we'd said at the time of like they'll just be 2 seconds in there, and that was the case. A lot of these A-listers were paid a heavy amount of money to be in this movie for 10 minutes, and it was worth it.
Yeah, 1000%. And then one of the ones that shocked me was Ryan Hurst as Mentor.
Yep,
because I was watching it, and I'm like, is that Opie?
Right.
Yeah,
and it was like, yep, it sure is. So. You know, Nolan
supposed to be Kratos, but that died.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely another topic for another episode for sure. But yeah, the performances were great, and you know, Argos, the goodest boy who ever lived.
Oh, sweet good boy.
And I got to say, Robert Pattinson did so well that, man, did I also hate him. Like I hated him as much as I hated Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when you know that you are doing a good job. Where like, say this is the first time I see Robert Pattinson in a film, and I see him in this. That's how I was with Phoenix. I was like, fuck that dude.
Yeah,
I was
disgusting.
like, I will never watch anything that he ever does.
Disgusting.
He killed Maximus. Yes, exactly. That is how great he is in that. And even Corey Hawkins. You know, who I love from obviously Straight Outta Compton, and I believe he was also in Walking Dead and a few other things too. Like him too, I was like, don't kick that dog. What are you doing over there?
He might have been worse than Pattinson in some of those scenes.
Yes.
I hated him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a who's who of actors. But I gotta say, like aura wise though, and I couldn't believe that it was Benny Safdie that played Agamemnon, because that scene,
movie.
Man, if that's not the aura you want when you walk into a building from here on to the end of time, I don't know what's wrong with you, because when that gate opened and it's just him standing there, I was like, God.
You know, I heard Matt Damon say that they weren't told that Agamemnon and the army would be there when they opened the doors. So that was a real genuine reaction from them of like,
that's amazing.
Just the, you know,
and then even him in hell still commanding the bended knee. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was funny though, because I see a lot of people on Twitter like, I feel like Agamemnon should have been in the movie more. It's like, you should probably watch the movie.
Get familiar with the original story, because Agamemnon has a lot of aura, but at the end of the day, he's not nothing. That's the whole kind of point of that character. All that armor for what, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the thing. It's not like it's Darth Vader where he's like going out there and kicking
Right.
butt. Like it's
Right.
really just the swag and the
The
Yes.
aura
aura.
farming, just the
Yeah,
Yes.
whole
He's
movie.
horror farming. Yeah. Which is kind of, the theme of that era was like if you had the sword, you had power.
yeah, yeah.
So Agamemnon having that fit on was him being like, I'm the most, I got the most. But really, yeah, what is he actually doing except telling other people what to do?
Right. And then of course his advice to Odysseus in hell, pretty much saved Odysseus's life as he
Yeah.
comes back, and then that whole scene, the little bloodbath in
Yes.
there was it. I mean, this is
Fantastic.
just top notch filmmaking,
Yeah,
fellas.
it
I
really is.
mean, I'll always remember this episode with you guys. I will always remember watching this movie
Yeah.
until the day I die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just one of
it's one
those
of
Absolutely.
things. Like,
those.
and I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you,
Halfway through, I said, I gotta watch again.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
think you
really.
turned to me in
I
the theater
like
and said, I have to watch this again. I'm like, we're watching it right now.
the crazy thing is like I got this overwhelming feeling of like I almost don't want to finish it. I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like
I gotta
everything
go
that
back.
you, I gotta go back. I wanted to rewind desperately. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted to do is like start from the beginning and get captions. I
Yes.
need
Yeah. I
subtitles
need the
in these
captions.
movies, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I need them to hear.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm that old.
I'm
I'm
the
sitting in the
same
theater
way.
just like, what are they saying?
Right.
The same
Right.
way because you miss the little nuances and things like that. Because I'm straight up, if you're
Mhm.
watching TV at my house, unless it's sports, subtitles
Yeah.
are on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Same.
Subtitles are on for every single thing that I
absolutely.
watch. And yeah,
Yeah.
that is the one thing where I was like, damn it. Like, I can't really hear what's going on right now. And then
Yes.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden, my ears are being blasted because
Yeah.
Poseidon's tearing apart the scene. And
Yeah.
then I
Right,
need to
yeah.
regain my hearing because I just went to a death metal show for like two
Yeah. Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watch these movies like this, I am like sure I'm here. The visuals are cool and all, but I really am here for the bars. And I know Nolan, I know
Yeah.
he put bars in that
There
I
were
couldn't,
some
I didn't
really good
catch.
ones.
I missed a ton of them. I know,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning, that I was like, I need to go
Yeah.
back or because they do have those caption movies. If you go really early in the morning,
Sure.
they have
Yeah.
for the grannies, they have them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I might have to catch one of those
Yeah. The
because
the
God
hard thing
knows
will
it's
be
not coming to
finding
digital for I don't
a
know.
while. Yeah. The hard thing will be finding 70 millimeter with closed captioning.
Right.
That's
Right.
the
That's the
you know
epic IMAX experience
right.
right there.
Right. Right. Totally.
40, 4K,
Yeah.
weights
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in the crowd and all that.
Yeah.
So, in terms of movies this year, let's just go ahead and get it out there.
Yeah.
Where does this rank for you guys?
Oh, this is it. This is number one for me right
Yeah.
now. And the challenging thing is the only thing that's gonna rival. I mean, there's two big movies I'm excited for, and it's Spider-Man and
Mhm.
Dune 3. Um, Spider-Man, I'm here. I'm very excited. I'm as excited as I was during peak superhero movies.
Yeah.
But Dune 3, I'm excited on the level I was when like Lord of the Rings came out, where
Yeah.
it was like, oh, this could be the perfect trilogy. So
Yes.
that I'm already worried for what I'm gonna do when Dune 3 is also amazing, and I don't know what to call the best movie of the year because I
Right.
No,
think it's gonna be between
Doomsday
those
is
two.
coming. Doomsday is
Doomsday's
coming.
coming.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think Doom's gonna be a contender for
We'll
me.
talk
Although
about it.
I'm excited for the movie, but it's
We'll
not gonna
talk
beat either
about
of
it.
these two. But yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like
it's
we're
a number one.
disrespecting something that came out, and I can't remember. I'm like Odyssey kind of brain like wiped my brain.
Well,
Like
I mean, there've been
what
some good
the
highlights. Obsession. I just watched
Project Hail
obsession,
Mary.
Backrooms. Project
Project
Hail
Hail
Mary,
Mary, incredible,
fantastic. Yeah,
incredible.
I mean, it's a great year. We're really eating, but
Yeah.
this is like generational. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like you said,
Hmm.
like this goes up
Yeah.
next to Lawrence of Arabia. It's an all
Right.
timer. It's just a history of
Hmm.
cinema, like top level
I mean,
film.
It's
I feel like this movie could definitely break records in terms of Oscar nominations,
Hmm.
Golden Globes. To be quite honest with you, and we'll get to this in a little bit, I think this could possibly become the highest grossing movie of all time when it's all done and over with.
I can see
it.
it.
I
I
can
can
see
see
it
it.
as well. It's certainly the best movie of the year. Because it's he lived up to the expectation of and so actually surpassed what this
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
this was supposed to be what we're talking about as it being now. It was supposed to be that he he blew that door wide open as far as what I thought this would be, and it's sitting right now as like one of those. It just has to be like when it's all said and done, awarded so many things, the technical awards alone.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, the only thing that rivals it right now is not rivals, but the only thing like close to it would be Project Hail Mary for me,
Right.
right this year. Um, but is it, and maybe we're going to get to this, Brian, sorry if I jumped the gun.
No, you're good.
Is it his best movie?
As far as Christopher Nolan?
Nolan. Because is it better than Interstellar?
Woo! That's a good one.
That's a good question.
I haven't thought about it until just now.
Okay, here, I'll solve this for everybody. They're the same movie. It's okay. They're both the same movie. And Oppenheimer's the same movie, too. So it's all good. They can all be the best Nolan movie.
I mean, the thing is, his library is spectacular. Like,
yeah.
I do need to rewatch Tenet. It was literally a one and done for me.
Sure.
Me too.
And I've had people that's like, I really enjoyed it after the third or fourth time, and I hate that you have to explain it like that to me.
I won't go back, Brian. You won't. You can't make me.
Right, and that's where I'm just like, oh man, like once was literally enough for me. You know, Interstellar, and then oh god, Dark Knight. So the last movie I watched in IMAX before this film was The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh wow,
and it was absolutely spectacular. So is this Christopher Nolan's best movie? Man, that is a fantastic question. You know, I gotta go yes. Yeah, I mean, just as far as generational, the scope, everything under the sun, like even, you know, and I don't know, I could be wrong on this, like even the scene where they become pigs, like there's hardly no CGI in that. You know what I mean? Like the guy is, and obviously we all know Cyclops is not real. Like he didn't, like you know, he didn't grow one to be in this movie, even though if he could, he would.
Yeah,
but you know, at the same time, like everything was just done so well, and like let's not forget that scene with the sirens went hard.
Yes, so good.
It was so minimal, but you didn't have to do
anything
much. And,
I totally agree. Yeah.
Oh man.
Now that you're talking, it's his best. Because what came to my mind is a feeling I had during the movie, and right after, I think it was one of the first things I said was like, the Cyclops scene was. I've never seen a portrayal of a mythological creature so perfect.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah. Like it was. It was beautiful. It was cool, but it was also just like visually, it was like I've never seen anything like it really.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way it was done was so simple, but like it felt so human.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that alone, and then let alone the big dude, soldier dude scene and all, you know,
the giants were incredible.
Giant, like, you know, no notes really. So I think there's so much. I mean, Interstellar would be the second, but I thought it was close for a second, but now I'm thinking about it. There's just so much more on the Odyssey to like cling to, I think.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think so, because
long term.
Interstellar's fantastic, and also, I mean, shouts out to the Batman trilogy, one of my favorite movies ever. Right, and Inception, iconic. And I did watch Tenet 4 times because I heard those same people. I still don't I don't get it. So I don't get it.
Good. Now I don't have to dive back in.
I thought you did get it. I thought you comprehended it.
I understand it. I still don't like it. I still think it's way overcomplicated as a movie. But this has everything, and it doesn't replace Interstellar, but it's also, a lot of people were pointing this out almost like it was a flaw, but Nolan is telling the same story over and over again. All his movies almost have this theme of hubris, a man having to return home, having to reconcile with his decisions, finding out what's important. It's almost the same story over and over again, going all the way back to Memento, a man trying to remember who he is, you know, come back to center. And this just felt like the most pinnacle version of it. It just was the most perfect story. And obviously, you know, the bones of that story have existed, like you said, for 3,000 years. So but it's such a excellent choice on his part to go, this is the story that I've been telling, and so this is the perfect kind of canvas for me to paint on. So I think it's the peak of his career so
I think
far.
he would say it. I think he would say it. I mean, we're talking the scene inside the Trojan horse. Come on.
Oh my god.
And like you don't think about it, right? But when Bernthal's telling that story, he was like, "Yeah, we're in there for 4 days." Piss and shit all over the place.
Yes.
Like,
people drowning because of the tide.
Like Porta-John in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like you just smell all this and there's death around you, like,
And what a great line leading into that too, where, you know, they keep the story of Troy and the story of Odysseus, the hero at Troy, the story, and he just goes, but have you heard about it from inside the horse? And it's just like such a gut punch of like, but do you know what that looks like? It sounds all glorious, but really this is brutal, ugly stuff happening. This is not heroic. This is like gross and shisty, and we're covered in poop and filth, and we're drowning. Yeah. So good. That was one of my favorite lines of the whole thing.
Yeah, and I'm really glad they showed like the effort it takes to bring in a Trojan horse like that. Because people, from back in the day, they're like, "Oh, it was on wheels," and you just like pushed it in. Like, no, it wasn't. Like this thing was on a beach. Like even now, if you have like a cart on the beach, that thing, even though it weighs 5 pounds, still feels like 200 pounds.
That's tough.
Yeah. I could feel the effort it required, and I was sitting there like, if I was tasked with this, I'd be like, do we really need to bring it?
Do we have to? It also made it real in a way.
Like it outside.
Every time I've heard that story, you just kind of suspend your disbelief and you go, okay, they brought the big horse inside. But it's always tickling the back of your head, like, why? Why would they do that? But having it be this thing that's sunk in, it looks like it was thrown away, they left behind. It just hit it home of like, oh yeah, I think they would.
I'd bring
it made it so believable. Yeah.
It's their trophy,
right.
And it was well crafted. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's best Trojan, best looking Trojan horse. We've definitely seen in cinema. So, in terms of Matt Damon films, where, and this doesn't have to be in any particular order, and you can even throw in some cameos. You can throw in, because I do have like 2 cameos, and I have one where I'm like, I despise this dude like none other. But I'd love to hear like, what are your top 5 Matt Damon films?
I mean, I could start us off here, Spence, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
I have 2. These are 2 of my top 10 favorite movies ever, and I didn't realize I was putting this list together. But The Departed, which is like a number 1 favorite movie of all time for me. Talented
Josh
Mr.
loves
Ripley.
Matt Damon.
I love Matt Damon. I didn't realize, so you asked me to put this list together. I love this guy. But yeah, The Departed, Talented Mr. Ripley is fantastic. Ocean's 11. And then I was so torn on the last. I said Saving Private Ryan and Born Identity, but I also had Elysium thrown in there too. I kind of cheated a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
Because I think that movie's underrated. I think that
very underrated.
Yeah.
I think you kind of hit all the ones. I mean, I would say my favorite Matt Damon movie, and this is probably just because of it's just my personal taste, but my favorite Matt Damon movie is Good Will Hunting, and then I think this one. I think The Odyssey is too.
Right.
And then from there, Mr. Ripley, Departed, Saving Private Ryan. I have to watch The Martian again.
Martian's
because
great.
as I was thinking of The Martian, I go, I think I was drunk when I saw this movie. I can't remember. I have to watch it again because I don't think I was in the right mind when that first dropped. I will see it again, but it could be in the top 5. I think if you go to any website, I think they have it listed high for him. Did it win the Oscars? He was not. Was he nominated? I think he was.
I think he was nominated. And same thing with Project Hail Mary, right? It is very tough for an actor to carry a movie when you are the main character throughout at least 80% of that film. Plain and simple. And that is Matt Damon in The Martian, and of course Ryan Gosling in Project Hail Mary. Of course, Andy Weir. I believe it's Andy Weir. Wrote both books. But no, those are great. So for my list, honorable mention, I got to give it up to him, is Donnie in Euro Trip.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's just absolutely fantastic.
That's probably his best performance, to be honest.
Oh Lord! And I mean, the fact that he just like you could tell, like, most people get a check, right, and they just cash it in. Like, he went all in on that. And if you would have never seen Matt Damon before, you'd be like, who is this guy here?
Yeah.
So definitely honorable mention for that. And then another honorable mention as Carol Shelby in Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's either on HBO or Netflix. And to be honest with you, I probably watch it like once a month minimum. I just
wow.
It's just, and I love Matt Damon. I don't know as much as you, Josh, but I do love Matt Damon a lot. And I do love that movie. And again, Bernthal's in it. And, of course, Christian Bale. The cast is fantastic. My least favorite character by him is Charlie Dillon in School Ties, because he was a racist piece of crap against Brendan Fraser. So
I haven't seen this.
This is old school. This is like 90, 96, 97. So Brendan Fraser goes to this like prep school because he's a football star.
Okay.
But he has to hide the fact that he's Jewish.
Interesting.
And then eventually it comes out that he is. And even though like Matt Damon's character is like best friends with him, once he finds out he's Jewish,
Ah,
it's very much one of those like I'm not saying it's like a tough watch like American History X,
sure.
but it's it's definitely got some stuff in there, and his
Yeah.
character is just like an absolute just pos. But that's his character. It's not him as a person, right? So
Right, right, right.
School Ties, just taking it back. If you haven't seen it,
I'm writing it down.
yeah,
I'm watching this right away.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
it's honestly a very good flick, and
This
there's
has
a
Ben
lot
Affleck
of
too.
yeah. I was gonna say it's got Ben Affleck in it. There's a
Mm.
lot of star power in this one, and this was like right after Good Will Hunting and
Oh,
everything
wow.
else. So everything's turning, and of course Brendan Fraser at that time. Like I think this is right before he did The Mummy, so he
Okay.
is like just blowing up, like after Encino Man and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So great film. But as far as I went more off the character, of course, Will Hunting. I went
Mm-hmm.
Mike McDermott from Rounders. I
Oh, Rounders is
love
great.
Rounders.
Yes.
His character Linus in all the Ocean's movies.
Yes.
It's just that
Fantastic.
Yes.
comedic like element that he
Yeah.
doesn't get to really showcase that much,
Yeah.
especially his relationship with his parents, who you don't really get to know who they are until Ocean's 13, which makes
Yeah.
it even kind of more hysterical. Of course, Odysseus and the Odyssey, and then yes, Jason Bourne. And I
Hmm.
always think back to 40-Year-Old Virgin, where they're watching the Jason Bourne in the like video store,
Uh-huh.
and what's his name, Ant-Man. Why can't I
Paul
not?
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd. He's like, I always kind of thought that Matt Damon was kind of like a queen, but he rips ass in this movie.
Yes, I did.
So I
Yeah,
always
what
think
a
about
great
that
line.
scene because it's true. Like
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Jason Bourne came out, that's when we were all kind of like, oh damn.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to I'm like looking and I forgot one that I liked. I think I always liked this movie, but it's like it got long forgotten.
Yeah.
And I'm probably lame for liking it. The Last Duel
Oh yeah, yeah,
With Adam
yeah,
Driver, and
Oh, I never saw it.
yeah.
he's
And
the main.
Affleck's in that too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the I think it's not a great movie, but I like his role in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do like his performance in it because I he's like this like this lowly farmer like shepherd type that has to like avenge his wife and things like that
Yeah.
with the sword. It's one of those like those it's almost like a Netflix kind of old
No, I
school
remember
flick
when
I
it
like.
came out. It honestly looked good. I got to check that out
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do need
I
to
for
see
liked
sure.
it.
it. I've
The
never
Last
seen it.
Duel, not bad.
He's got so
Uh,
much range. I'm listening to all
exactly.
these different characters and I'm like, they're so different. I mean, yeah, to say he's one type of guy is very stupid because
No.
Yeah.
everything from Talented Mr. Ripley, where he's this like snivelly little,
Right.
Hmm.
shisty guy, to like
Right.
Jason Bourne,
Hmm.
yeah, he's got range. And then we just saw Air. I just saw Air for the first time,
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Air's
it's a
good.
fun movie,
so good.
and
Yeah.
he's so good in that,
Yeah.
and he's so believable as just this, kind of like
Accountant.
middle age. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. He's really a chameleon kind of for as
Dogma.
identifiable as he is.
And that's the thing.
Hmm.
He's been in so much, and yeah, I definitely don't think he gets the flowers he deserves. And
Yeah.
I mean, let's just say it's a guarantee he's going to be nominated for Best Actor.
Yes.
I would
Hmm.
be shocked. This movie, just like we talked about earlier, I feel bad for everything else that's coming out this year
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it is going to be. It feels almost kind of like when Return of the King came out, when
Yeah.
Titanic came out.
Yeah.
You got these
Hmm.
generational movies where everything else, like, yeah, there's some bangers out there, but you
Mhm.
went
It's not
against
this.
like the King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
Only because I need Dune to compete.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me
Look,
too. I love the sequel.
any
The
other
sequel,
year
to
I
be
go,
honest
now
with
this
you,
is it.
yeah,
Dune needs to be like it needs to compete with it. Like
I
it's
agree.
that level.
I agree.
Especially the
Dune
type of
2
thing
is
it
one of
was.
my favorite sequels of all time.
It's
It's so
fantastic.
good.
And
It's
I
so
really
good.
the crisis I'm gonna have with Dune 3 is really good, and I have to put it up against Lord of the Rings. It's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be
No,
impossible. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do.
it'll never be Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Excellent. Love it, guys. Just real quick, we've had a bunch of trailers come out the last few weeks. Doomsday just dropped yesterday. Let's get into it. Thoughts on the Doomsday trailer? Where are we at? I always feel like I will say this, Marvel does this for the trailers. They leave people out of stuff.
Yes.
So there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple scenes where I'm like, I don't know why they're standing that way. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're definitely like that should be Doctor Doom there. Maybe that's either
Yeah.
Captain Hydra or this, that, and the other. But you know, of course, I'm pumped. It's a first official teaser trailer for it. I'm excited, but you know, what are your thoughts? And Josh, we'll start with you on this one.
I am deep in my comic book movie fatigue right now.
Yeah,
To the
yeah,
point where I'm having a hard time. I'm such a Fox X-Men fan. I'm
yeah.
such a fan of those movies, and I'm having a hard time getting excited seeing these guys, and that's surprising to me. I need to watch it, obviously, because I think it's so long coming that this has been something we've kind of teased and played with in the MCU for so long that
Mhm.
I need it to just finally be here so I can watch it. I will say the thing that I'm most excited about, and this is a real 180 for me because I thought the RDJ casting was cheap. I thought it was like kind of a lazy decision.
Sure.
Hearing him do the Romani accent as Doom, and I went, oh, actually, this could work
Yeah,
really, really well because Robert Downey Jr. is a fantastic actor. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of have mixed feelings where I'm having a hard time. I think in the past I would have been exactly like you're talking about, like really overanalyzing, like, okay, we're going to see this person, and trying to figure out what plot lines from which
sure,
comic books that maps to.
sure.
I think now I'm just like, okay, I'm going to keep an open mind and take it when it comes because I don't have the energy in me to like new rock stars the trailer. You know what I mean? I've watched it several times now,
Yeah,
but I'm kind of like talk to me when it's closer because I'm so conflicted at this point, you know.
yeah.
But it looks great. It looks great, and I think there's a little kid inside of me who's going to be very excited when I do see Nightcrawler again. You know,
Oh yeah.
seeing all these guys back. I think I'm going to probably
Yeah.
cry when the old X-Men say goodbye in this movie, which they're inevitably going to do. I'm sure I'm going to be sobbing in the theaters and eating my words. But right now, I'm just a little tentative.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's gonna feel a lot like every time I see Hayden Christensen walk out in a Jedi outfit, right? It's like
Right.
Oh man.
it's like,
Right.
yeah, like you could
Right.
give this to me a billion times and
Yes. You're right.
I'm gonna be 12 years old again, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was excited for it until I spoke to Josh. I'm just kidding. No, I
Right. Right. I know. I'm such a negative Nancy. I am
no,
excited for the record.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, obviously, but I was a little bit meh on the trailer. I didn't think the trailer was that great.
Right.
It didn't get me as excited as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for it for a long time, and I think there's a lot of this, like, yes, like all this waiting and waiting and waiting, and you can never live up to the hype that you're establishing.
Sure.
And also, I just feel like they do a bad. I think they need to stop doing this thing where they pretty much tell us everything before it happens. Like, I did not like the
Mhm.
old "let me tell you all the
Yeah.
people who are going to be in this movie" thing that
Yeah.
they did for 5 hours that one day, like
Yeah.
a year ago, whatever they did. And so you're like, "Where's this stuff?" Like, so the trailer drops. I'm like, "Yes, yes, here's Mystique. We knew that what's going to happen. Here's Professor X." So I had no excitement really. Like, I was excited, and then I played it, and I was like, "Well," I watched it again later that night, and then I was like, "I that doesn't get me there. I don't know why." But I don't know, maybe it was something about the trailer, but I am excited for it because obviously, yeah, X-Men are back. And I love to see it in Cyclops and Nightcrawler, like you said. And I mean, I saw Shang-Chi fighting Gambit. Yes, I'm
Oh,
in.
that looks so
Sure.
good. That
Sure.
looks
Like
so
you
good.
can't, like, I'm not an idiot. I
Right.
let me
Right.
see all of it.
Yeah.
But they just have to. I think it's the skepticism is making me a little bit pessimistic because I'm like, if that makes sense. I just need them to do a good job, and I'm so terrified that they're not. It's like I'm so terrified that they're not gonna like deliver with all this
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
making me like want to hold back my emotion because there's a lot. There's a lot that they have to accomplish here. So I'm excited, but I'm skeptical, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
Real quick, sorry to butt back in, but
you're
I
good.
think you kind of nailed what I'm feeling. You
Yeah.
put words to it. It's seeing everybody.
Hmm.
It's getting all of that in a trailer is too much for me. I want those moments to be surprises when they happen. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
I, I think that's what becomes exhausting about it. Is I'm like I get
Hmm.
exhaustion by the end of the trailer because it's like 10 characters I have to track and think
Hmm.
about how they're going to be included. Just let me experience that in real time. Just do the Doctor Doom voiceover with like maybe a Cap, maybe you hint at Cap
Right.
being there and
Right.
call it a
Right.
day. I'm gonna show up.
Hmm.
Right.
But you also know that and you also know based off history that why they do that, and then you're like, well, these characters are going to be in it for 5 minutes, right?
Right.
You just have this
Right.
feeling that Professor X and Magneto ain't going to last very long.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah, especially
Oh.
just off that one scene. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah. Cap
I
is
know.
Captain America is a cameo.
Yeah.
That's going to be very brief.
Yep.
Right.
We'll see.
Yep.
I've seen some theories that I don't hate.
I've seen the Captain Hydra thing and everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Captain
I mean, Marvel, they throw these boomerangs at us in the previews. Like I remember with the last Spider-Man film where it's just him jumping, but you see the 3 villains, and we're all like, the other 2 Spider-Men are going to be there. Like we know that they just like edited them out,
but they held that. Right. Everyone knew, but we didn't.
At least they held it. I wish they would have held on. To be honest with you, and this gets my daughter so upset because she loves Yelena, the whole fight with Mystique, and that would have been a great surprise.
Right?
Yeah, sure. Like, just do like a teaser, and then just give us that. Like that's it. I do not need a 3-minute trailer where you're giving away half the movie, and then everybody's going to dissect the hell out of it, and then we're just sitting here because. Just like you, Josh, I've definitely been going through superhero fatigue for both studios, really. DC as well as Marvel. And I'm just, I'm going in even keel. And I'm right there with you because a lot of people have asked me, which are you going to watch first, Dune 3 or Doomsday? And I'm like, whichever one I can get tickets to.
True.
So whichever one I get tickets to first, I would love to see both in the same day. I will need like at least hopefully a movie theater that either serves drinks or is next to a bar. So I can take like a little intermission. But, because at the same time, if you don't watch it the day of or the next day, you get on social media, it's ruined. And I have to do that with House of the Dragon. The moment I don't watch it Sunday night, I'm pretty much off Facebook.
Sorry.
The moment I see a dragon, no, it's all good.
I'm telling them all the time, mark spoilers.
No, my reviews come out the next day.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it because you got to be on the ball with it. And that was a mistake. And I think I told you guys this when we first started. We used to wait like a month after stuff came out because we tried to respect the no spoiler thing. And then I'm like, well, shit, after a month, nobody cares. So
don't go on Twitter.
You got to get it out there. And for me, it's not even so much the commentary. I don't mind. Like, I love y'all's posts. You know that. It's just people that will just put up a picture and be like, this is what happened on this episode. So I have to, like, quickly be like, nope. Like, blind. I can't see.
Yeah.
So, with Hot D, that's another episode for another day. I'm loving this season. Loving the absolute heck.
Hot D,
baby.
My
God, it's good.
Oh,
it's amazing.
It's so good. Like it
Game of
puts
Thrones
season 2 to shame.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
The whole Game of Thrones universe is really this year have just came back so hard.
Crushing.
So up right now.
Let me tell you that.
We're back.
What is it? Night of
7 Kingdoms.
Oh my god.
So good.
But I've learned my lesson now. The moment I like someone, I'm like, nope.
I
can't do it.
Not in this universe.
I can't. You can't in this universe because Night of 7 Kingdoms. I'm like, all right, this is like a Rocky story. Everything's good. Nobody really important's gonna die. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, no.
One of the most brutal death sequences I've ever seen. Just the most heartbreaking, like
that like the Red Wedding. I was just like, why? Why, George R.R. Martin? Why do you do this to us?
Devil. I know.
So before we wrap up, guys, let everybody know how they can find you, where to find you at, all that fun stuff.
We are the Holy Goofs. We are on everywhere on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all at the Holy Goofs, except for TikTok where we are the Goof Factory. But the Holy Goofs everywhere else, and Twitch, obviously, the Holy Goofs. We're on sporadically, mostly though. See us on Thursday nights for a segment we have called 4 Kicks, where we just cover the weekly news and chat with the people who have been hanging out for like 5 years now.